so quietly. The only sound came from the slight rustle as they turned the pages. Eliza appeared ready to topple over any second. "Come, girls. Let's get to bed."
"Can't we wait for Becky to get home? We need to tell her good night."
Mary used her most cajoling voice. "She might be late. You'll see her in the morning. Please put your books in the basket." Lena could see Mary's disappointment, but the girls were going to have to get used to not seeing Becky on a daily basis. Mary pulled Eliza to her feet. Both little girls shuffled over to the basket and dropped in their books. "Good girls." Lena smiled at her precious daughters, who looked so like her. There didn't seem to be any of Joseph in them at all. Maybe Matthew would look like his dad. Already she could see a few of Joseph's expressions on the infant's face. It was too soon to tell much about his looks yet. Sometimes she feared Joseph's image was fading from her memory altogether. "Ah, Joseph, you left me too soon. Our kinner will never know you except through stories I tell them." The ache in her heart had finally dulled after nearly a year. Becky's presence had helped a lot. The girl had been a true blessing. Lena believed her and her kinner had helped Becky through a rough patch, too. The poor, dear girl had arrived home in southern Maryland alone, scared, and in the family way. She had run out of her baptismal service and headed straight for New York to experience life in the big city. Unfortunately, she had gotten taken advantage of. The marriage she believed was legal and binding turned out to be a sham. The man she thought was her husband didn't really care about her and died of a drug overdose. Becky fled the city and returned to Maryland an entirely different person than she was when she left. The flirtatious and sometimes inconsiderate girl had grown into a caring, compassionate, loving young woman. She would make a wunderbar Frau for Atli and an excellent Mutter for her little one. Lena sighed again, gripped the wooden arms of the rocking chair, and pushed herself to her feet. She should climb into bed herself as soon as she had the girls settled. She needed to get rid of her gloomy thoughts and try to sneak in a few hours of sleep before her hungry son awoke. She'd leave on a propane-powered light so Becky wouldn't have to enter a completely dark house. This might be the last time Becky crept into Lena's house at night, and Lena was tempted to stay up to talk to her. Becky let slip that she and Atli would be published on Sunday and married the following Thursday. That meant there was a lot of work to get done in a short amount of time. It also meant the end of their nightly chats after the kinner had gone to bed. Lena wished Becky and Atli every happiness. Truly, she did. But oh, how she was going to miss that girl. Lena had barely reached the stairs when she heard the jiggle of the front door. She paused with one hand on the banister. "Becky?" She kept her voice soft so she wouldn't awaken the Bopley, though he probably wouldn't have heard her even if she yelled. "Ah, Lena, you're still up? I thought you might have gone to bed because the light was dim. I was on my way." She headed back toward the living room. "I don't want to keep you up. I know you must be tired." "Not half as tired as I'm going to be after you leave. I want to hear all about your plans. I can tell from the sparkle in your eyes and your dreamy expression that you and Atli and the Stoffers were planning a wedding. I know we aren't published yet, but our circumstances are a bit different. Because we're getting married so soon, we've had to step up the preparations. It's so exciting. Come, sit, and tell me all about it." "Are you sure? You need your rest." "I'm sure." Lena hooked an arm through Becky's and propelled her to a chair in the living room. "We won't have many more evenings to have chats. I want to take advantage of every one of them. I can sleep another time." Before she sat, Becky threw her arms around Lena. "I'm going to miss you. And I will miss you. But you are welcome here any time. You do know that, don't you?" "I know. Soon you'll be busy with your husband and Bopley, but never too busy to visit you. And you'll bring the kinner to see me too, right?" "Definitely."